go. Okay guys, now the sum up of the nature skill tree, and before you, let's me actually put this in the middle. Okay, and before you now go rage and say like, what, white tiger and wood elf and crabbish are only A tier, but something like gargoyle mummy is also A tier, they're like better than gargoyles and stuff like this. Yes, they are. This tier list is only applied on nature, so only the nature heroes are now on the tier list, right? It's not applied on other tier lists. It's the same thing with other tier lists. Also, don't forget, this is only the 5-star tier list without any epic gear or artifacts whatsoever. So keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. Okay, let's start. Let's go with first. Where was he? Radda. Radda. So Radda is C tier. Why is he like? I mean, he's not like that super bad, but in comparison to other nature heroes, he just don't stand out. So first of all, his HP pool is okay for a tank. His defense is actually quite low. His attack is super like low. He has a good line stun with his first skill. Also like slowing down the pace of the fight. So he's more like, yo, take a chill pill, dude. He also regenerating himself and making damage reduction, so also to slow down the fight. So he's actually more of a slow down the fight. He's getting stronger the longer the fight goes because he gains a bonus of 10% attack each time blocking control debuffs till the end of battles. So he's slowing this down, and then suddenly he's becoming also strong. His talent 3 is actually not that great. It's only 10% chance to hit to make a brutal charge, but his attack speed is like low. So to really proc this, yeah, it's going to proc 1-2 times in the fight, but he really suits well with every team composition that wants to prolong the fights. Then he of course is good. So only because he is like C tier doesn't mean like, oh, you shouldn't like use him. It always depends on your team composition. So even Radda can be the key element in your team composition if you need a slowdown fight. But other than this, in comparison to everything else, he just falls off. Then let's go with the white tiger. So I actually understand why white tiger is so beloved by so many people. White tiger damage and attack speed is just insanely good. So he is actually really good TPS. His roar is also good CC because 5 shock waves and shocks them for 1 second. But still, I fought against him and he really puts you back in the line. So you actually have to walk towards him again. If you then have someone that have a CC to or have a slowdown effect on you, like the Siren or even Radda, then it's going to take so much time until the front lines are going back into the fight again. So actually it's pretty good. Then his other abilities are really good. So first of all, let's talk about his third ability. After he uses his roar, for 3 seconds his attack speed and attack is going to increase, and he is already strong. And also his talent 1 will be 100% chance throughout the whole battle. This means he has throughout the whole battle 100% chance to crit, and his critical damage is like, if you build around this, it's pretty good. So you don't actually need to increase his crit chance, but just the crit damage, and he's going to crit every time. With this high attack and this high attack speed, it's actually pretty good. Also, if he gets attack, he's also like tanky. If he gets attack, he might get a shield for that is stackable. So if he gets attacked multiple times with super tiny itsy bitsy like summonings damage, then he's going to be like almost invincible. Also, he gets a bonus of attack speed when he getting attacked, which makes him even stronger, and the shield is stackable. And yeah, So he's really good damage dealer while also sustainable damage dealer. Then we go for Wood Elf. Wood Elf, oh my god, what a good supporter, because his talent 1 is AoE. Oh yeah, and Twilight targets damage is also AoE. Then let's go for the Wood Elf. Why is the Wood Elf A tier as well? She is amazing. First of all, she can entangle up to 2 enemies with her ability, and entanglement making them paralyzing, which means they can't do anything. And also, they're receiving 40% more, like their defense is reduced by 40%. This can entangle 2 enemies if they're like sitting together. If far apart, it's only 1 unit, but still 3.5 seconds is a ton. I died actually so many times in PvE to Wood Elf because I was just entangled, and I was like, come on, when is it over? 3.5 seconds is an intense fight. It's almost like an entire team. Also, their reduction of defense, really good, like, yeah, support, like debuff. Then her attack speed is really good, and her attack damage is also not bad. And she has a chance to release Entangle Roots upon hit. So her attack speed is really good. Entangled will entangle for 3.5 seconds. So if she fights in a one-on-one, it's actually going to, like if she entangles for 3.5 seconds, she has like more time to attack to, I don't know if you can entangle and then entangle again, but like if you think about this still, if you entangle someone and even if he dies or not dies and you attack someone else, you have a chance of 3.5 seconds stun cooldown like entangle with also defensive buff, which is actually crazy. And then we have her talent 3, which actually would make her even higher if you would use summonings. So her talent 3 is let me actually put this away. Let's actually do it like this. So her talent 3 actually. So why is it? I mean, it's still good in the 5v5 5 versus 5 fight, 5 versus 5 fight. Damn. Because it can give you the edge. So if someone is like dropping below a certain percent of HP, then he getting like an HP offset, and also he deflecting HP. So if someone getting bursted down, the burster gets like bursted down as well. The only problem is it only can apply once per battle per ally, and this is why in a 5v5 it's okay-ish, but if someone like this procs once, then it's probably like going to proc again, and or you know, it's only going to proc one, but if it already procced once, then it's probably you can't like save it. It's good like to get the edge if there's really like an equal fight, but other than this, no. But for summonings, she is 4 times S for summonings. Like every summoning will deflect 60% of damage. Now expecting like someone like Wizard creating 6 imps in instant, someone like a Hell Mage destroys them with AoE, but the talent of Wood Elf proccing before they die, the Hell Mage is just dead, and you just sacrifice just summonings. Boom. Or you not sacrifice, but they died, which they would anyway, but you just killed another enemy. And this applies to every summoning. So let's go Golem summoning, let's go Dark Rope summoning, let's go whatever summoning. So this is crazy. And yes, also her talent 1 is also AoE, but it's actually a small AoE, but still it can entangle up to 2 enemies, which is really good. So this is why she's A tier, because overall she's good. With summonings, she is over the roof. Okay. Now let's go for Crabbish. Crabbish, oh my god. I mean, I don't struggle against Crabbish, but I know that a lot of people struggle against Crabbish, and now I understand why they struggle against Crabbish, because he is a beast. He is a beast. If you don't have CC immunity, you are doomed. You are doomed. His attack stun you for 5 seconds. Also, overall, his HP stats are pretty good. His defense is kind of meh. But yeah, 5 seconds, guys. In a fight, 5v5 fight, 5 seconds is actually the whole battle. Like, not the whole battle, but 5 seconds means you're actually fighting 5v4. That's it. That's what I have to tell you. 5 seconds is actually 5v4. 5 seconds is just humongous. Then, okay, he regenerating his HP, which is good because he has like high HP. Even though he has like low defense, it's good that they restore this HP percent based and not something like, oh, something like defense based skill, which I also like. Then what also super cool is if an ally getting damaged, you then teleport to him, you block the damage, and also you stun the attacker for 1 second. That is so good against, for instance, Melusina, who jumps on your backline, want to kill someone, but then you teleport back, you're like, hey, lady. And then she getting stunned, and yeah, she can't now use her ability, whatever, because he's now there and everyone knocks her off. And of course, his talent 3, which is so good against the Molia, if she don't silence him. So if he getting crits, and there are a lot of units that crits, he actually reducing the damage by 50% and also restoring his HP. That is huge. Also, he has like damage reduction on his own. So if you have a lineup that crits a lot, and I mean, I kinda also have like a lot of critters, not good. And there are a lot of critters, a lot, because this is also like something that a lot of people go for, which is actually good. But Crabbie says like, you want to crit? I clip, you're dead. There we go. Okay, so now let's go to Elf Soul. Elf Soul. So for an SS, she's actually really good. She's really good. She has a lot of HP for a supporter. I mean, a good amount of damage as well for a supporter, and attack speed for a supporter. So overall, her stats are like really great. Her ability is really good. Invincible for 1 second to everyone, which means every AoE whatsoever, 1 second, just negate. And also they're getting like extra HP. This is super helpful, for instance, with someone like Dark Lord, because look at this. She makes them invincible, granting them 20% more HP after a certain amount of time. If he already got hit, his max HP is also bigger, and then he releases his life pact, he just loses HP, but still his HP is 20% more with his HP that is also more. So Dark Lord apparently is getting like even stronger, boof, killing everything. So this is why I also said natural and demonic lineups working super well together, like super amazingly good. Otherwise, he also heals LS for 1 HP per second. That's actually super helpful to getting through thresholds if you're susceptible to this, and also really good it's really good working on tanks. So she is also helping like tanks to live longer. Someone like Crabbie is also going to benefit from this. Then she also has like no, talent 2 is just boosting her stats. Then she has also something that is also really good. So any ally becomes invincible for 1 second and restore 50% HP when his HP gets below 50%. And this is humongous good. This is better than you actually think about this. So this actually, if you think about this is huge, because we just discussed that Molian can silence and almost kill you instantly. But if an ally an ally becomes wait. Oh yeah, if an ally gets below 50% HP, he gets 1 second invincibility and restores 15% HP. This is actually huge, and this is every 5 seconds. This is actually so crazy. Is this every 2 seconds? Every 4 seconds. Wow, crazy for 2. Oh my god. Okay, so I understand why Elf Soul is like, she's one of the best support. She's one of the best support, well, not even the best support in this game. This is just huge. Huge. So also, she, with her allies for 1 HP per second, she is the best that you can get for world map world map crypts, or snowland events, or treasure hunts, she is the way to go. Something like this, she is the way to go. Okay. Now let's go Siren. Siren. Really good damage, really good attack, and decent HP. She slows the fight down with her ice ball and her ice shields and her third talent that I still don't know when it procs. So she's stalling the fight. She making slow. She just slows everything down. Like, it's like a siren. She's like, okay, slow down. Look at me. I mean, okay, wait a second. There we go. See? Understand it? Yeah, I also understand this. So yeah, she just want to slow down the fight while also dishing out a ton of damage. Again, something that works super good with, you guessed it, demonic. Yeah, decreasing enemies attack speed, decreasing enemies speed, gaining armor, increasing it again, and enemies attack. So no human burster will burst the lineup with a siren. Siren is just crazy good, and this is why she's SS. Then we go for the giant. It's one of the best tanks, if not the best tank in the entire game. His HP pool is over the top. Now imagine him together with someone like her. 1% HP per second, which means he would actually heal 5000 HP per second. Doesn't sound really that big, but it's big because if you think about it, it's per second plus also like other things. And if you give her a healer set, something like this, that's pretty good. Also, this enhanced the healing effect of Talent 1. I don't know for how much it enhanced it, so it's going to be better. He's going to be getting invincibility, also getting 20% extra HP, which means this guy is just going to be like 100,000 more HP. Boom. So that's crazy. That's crazy. Also, he has really good damage, and he has the highest armor so far as I saw, and the highest HP so far as I saw. So Giant Golem, oof, over the top. Also, he has summonings that are also really good and fitting quite well with his talent 3, which means he is taking less damage if the summonings are there. So you either focus on the summonings or on him. And if you're focusing on him while summonings are there, he also restores his HP, by the way, per second probably. So as you can see, he is actually also huge. He is a giant. He is just a giant. Wow, crazy. And now we go with Molian. Okay, Molian, I think she's broken. She is just broken. She is just broken. Not only that she can skill every, not only that she skills every minion, so summonings like don't care. She also has a super high crit chance, and every time she crits, her attack speed increases, and she has huge damage. And also she has a since her attack speed increases and her damage with the crit chance, and she crits a lot of time, she can silence an enemy upon hit, and her first skill also giving her attack speed. So going for Molian with percent of chance of crits or with attack speed is just insane, because silence guys don't only stun, but they also prevent talents. So silence in this game is OP. Everything that has silence is actually really strong. You can already tell. Only like X-Lord has also silence, but he is like too situational. But other than this, this is just crazy good. And she attacks super fast, so 20% chance is too OP. This is really broken. They need to fix this. I'll be honest. This has to be nerfed. This has to be, even 10% would be good, but 10% would be more balanced. 20% with this high like attack speed and this attack speed, this is just broken. This is just broken. Also, yeah, she focuses on the, not on the backline, but on whose HP is she focuses on whose HP is, wait, where is it? Oh yeah, enemy with the least HP is preferred. So she is attacking the enemy with the least HP. So yeah, if you have backlines, she just silences them and destroys them. No. She don't kill tanks. She don't kill tanks. She kills minion monsters, not tanks. And also only if the minions monsters has like HP below Morian's attack, but I don't know if any minion has like so much HP. I don't think so. Maybe you can somehow buff, but but yeah, so silencing them means they can't proc anything. Silencing I don't know, a Dark Lord, he can't proc his ability that let him survives for 2 hits. And that's actually, that's insane. That is insane. Also, I'm not sure if silence also I'm not sure if silence actually works as a CC. So if you have like CC immunity, not sure about this, if you still can silence on top. Each attack secures a minion monster whose HP is below 800%. This is it. She doesn't secure units. She secures monster whose HP is below Molian's attack. Silence removes CC immunity actually. Okay, then now I understand why my undead warrior dies. Okay, then silence is, it's crazy. If this would be stun and silence, you know, like Crabbish. Because Crabbish, for instance, he can't stun and silencing my undead warrior because I'm CC immune, so I can't be stunned. I can't be attacked with this thing. But since she only has silence, and if it's really a remove CC immunity, then yeah. So even if it sounds weird, if this would actually silence and stun the target, it would make her weaker against specific units. But no, if this would be stun and silence, this would be OP. I mean, it's already OP, but then let's look at this. 10 star, 20% with the attack speed of here 600, which means she would perma stun. Okay. Let's not think about this. 7 seconds. Okay, and this concludes the nature skill tree, guys.